Hello interwebs, 'tis I, Sebastian Piccioni, and this is F3G2 coming to you live from the back of Famous Faces Funny and Get Your Fun On, where I'm in a giant hero click Avengers Identicar, because I put the ass in Avengers Assemble.
So true.
We're gonna try and do this super quick because I have to leave like 10 minutes ago. So, first up, Men of Wrath number 5. Whoa! Ooh, like magic floats in front of a car. Men of Wrath number 5. This is Jason Aaron and Ron Gurney. An awesome, as touching an end as you're going to get to this hyper. This is the book that Mark Millar reads and goes, "Damn, I wish I thought of that." It's that kind of book. Deathstroke number 5, because 5's a popular number. It's Deathstroke versus Batman, and Deathstroke fighting Batman for the first time in his new, younger Deathstroke body, and he has to play dirty and do some little mind games to beat Bats, because he's not the Deathstroke he once was, literally and figuratively. Spider-Gwen number 1 is the amazing Spider-Gwen number 1. Spider-Gwen number 1 was beautiful. It's Jason Latour, Robbie Rodriguez, Rico Renzi on colors, and Clayton Cowles from doing the lettering. Beautiful book, brilliant story, so much fun. Probably more fun than most of the Spideys. Secret Origins. What? You haven't reviewed a Secret Origins in a while. That's true, I haven't. This is Secret Origins number 10. It's got a rehash of the Firestorm origin, and we know I love me some Firestorm. It's got a Black Widow, not Black Widow, a Poison Ivy origin that really I read for, it's, I don't know how you say his name, Stepan Zajic, I don't know how you say it, but his art is always gorgeous. He was really the reason I read through it. The origin itself was okay, but the art was gorgeous. And then it's got a Batgirl origin with, kind of fills in some gaps in how Babs got to walking around, and explains to us who this other Batgirl is. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1. It's a living algorithm that she herself created, but is now inside her and still has the original purpose she created it for. But so it's kind of taking over. So she's got a computer algorithm inside her that's supposed to be thinking of the best ways to take down, the best ways to save Gotham. But now that it's in her, it thinks she's not doing it efficiently enough, and it decides it's the real Batgirl, which is pretty cool. Amazing Spider-Man epilogue. This is, number 15. To be honest, I don't remember it. I'd swear there's a piece missing. Otherwise,
Marvel probably is.
It just feels like somehow I'm missing a piece to Spider-Verse. But this kind of wraps it up, sets things in place, and yay, somebody may not be as dead as they looked like they were. So, yay, because he was one of my faves. Batman 39. Oh, Bruce is so out of his head. Somebody needs to loan Alfred a hand. It's good, but it's so hard to describe, because I love everything that these two are doing on Batman. I love everything that Snyder and Capullo are doing, but at the same time, this is so over the top, and they keep saying how this was their plan to be the last time they write the Joker. Not that the Joker will be dead or gone, but that this is the last time they're going to do it. This is their swan song for the Joker, which I have mixed emotions about, because the Joker is the main Bat villain, and these two have plans to be on Batman for a while, and I want them to be on Batman for a while, but how can I want them to be on Batman for a while if they're not going to do Joker again? So, they're so good, they've outgooded themselves, and that's bad.
Yes.
Batman Eternal, number 47. Getting close to the end. It's all higgledy-piggledy. It's good, but higgledy-piggledy is a term that should never be used to describe anything Batman. But I'm using it because that's the kind of guy.
Yeah.
Futures End number 43 is a
Book?
Yeah. Last one really upped the game for this. It's still on the plus side of okay, but it wasn't as good as last one. And you know what was good? Darth Vader #2
Oh, sweet.
by Keith Gillen and Salvador La Roca, and Edgar Delgado on colors, and Joe Caramagna doing letters. Is good. Vader. It's great because they've put Vader in he's not ultimate unleashed, do what you want, I'm the ultimate bad guy Darth Vader. He's in trouble with the Emperor. He's taken a backseat to I forget how you say his name, Laggy, the don't choke me your sorcerous ways Lord Vader guy.
Oh,
I think it's
Tarkin. Tarkin.
No, that guy blew up real good with the
Trey.
Tarkin blew up with the other but whatever.
Piet.
No, it's not the choke me guy. It's Laggy. He's in one of the movies in like a Star Destroyer. But so he's like second fiddle, and and they've got people keeping an eye on him, and he gets to have this little upper hand moment, but nonetheless he's
Still coming up through the ranks.
yeah, he's still Vader in check. God help me, Superior Iron Man is one of my favorite Marvel books right now. This is Superior Iron Man number
That's in Tony,
5.
right?
I don't like Superior Iron Man Tony, but I'm not supposed to, so that's okay. They're doing a good job at making me not like him. God help me, I love Teen Abomination. He has a great origin, a surprising father. His dad's, 'cause I'm happy. But in Marvel, that means something. All new X-Men number 38, continuing the Black Vortex, is good. Oh, and this one's got art by Andrea Sorrentino, so that's and that's like all the Eye Vampire and all that's all so good. Wolverines number 8.
Not a Colin Bunn one.
No, it's not a Charles Soule one.
Charles Soule.
Yeah, it's like the Wolverines book is kind of like the reverse of Star Trek movies. The even ones are meh, and the odd numbers are good. Batman, Superman. I almost said 50, number 52, but that's still saying new 52. Number 19 continues the using Kandor as a way. We find out who the bad guy is, who's supposed to be. They're setting up to be Superman's equivalent of the Joker, and Phantom King's an Avenger. It's Phantom King, so make that as well. Gotham Academy number 5. Read this. Buy the trades when they come. Read this book. Beautiful, beautiful. You will believe that you can feel an emotional bond with Killer Croc. You will. You'll feel like, I feel bad for him because Bat shows up. Secrets are revealed. Someone in the school has actual powers. Not that they're happy with, but powers. It's good. I love this book. Flash number 39. It hurt me. Spider-Man and X-Men and the X-Men number 3. Total sleeper surprise. This book, we're 3 issues in, and it's my favorite Spider book and my favorite X book. It is great. Just who's doing this? It is by people called Elliot Kalin does the writing, and Marco Fela is the artist, and Ian Herring does the colors, and there's that Clayton Cowles on letters again. Great book. It is. If you have ever read comics and thought, why aren't comics fun anymore? Read this book. The Black Hood number 1, not fun. Dark, not fun. This is JMS.
Dark?
This is Straczynski's. It's so good though. I loved it. This is it's very much in the vein of JMS revived X for Dark Horse, and as you can see, there are some certain similarities in the appeal and cosmetics of the Black Hood, and it's a great origin for a new Black Hood in more ways than one, and it was really, really good. Danger Club #7. Talk about reboots and it's an Image book, so it's allowed to poke at Image, and it does. Their world has been rebooted, and look at this total, just like leaf-filled eyes, just leaf-filled love that you can feel falling off the page. And it cracks me up. It just really does. And then, of course, they're working on setting their universe right. Amazing X-Men #17. Yost's story is really good. I'm loving this return to Juggernaut, especially I'm sure it's going to be short-lived, but the current Juggernaut combo. If I were any X-Men ever, I would be shitting my pants right now. It's a horrible time to not have an unbreakable, invulnerable, unkillable, healable Wolverine on your team, because the guy who gets it, for at least at the end, is I'm gonna spoil it for you in 3, 2, 1. Look away, people. It's Ahmet Abdal, also known as the Living Monolith. So now the Living Monolith, that giant thing, has the power of the Juggernaut, and that's terrifying. It's terrifying. Art-wise, though, it's that last page is really good, but most of the book is not horrible, but it's weak comparatively. Red Lantern #39. I'm gonna say words that no one should ever have to say as a review. Guy Gardner gets his ass kicked by a baby. An angry baby. And it's brilliant. I'm gonna be sad when this book ends. I mean, it's not as good as when Charles Soule was on it, but it's Landry Walker, so it's not like it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. It's still good. It's still great, but Charles Soule got me used to beyond great, so that was unfair to him. George Perez's Sirens is still beautiful to look at and cumbersome to read, but it's George Perez. You can't really be mad at it. Daredevil #13, the Wade 70 Daredevil is just awesome. This is a whole issue of humble pie for Matt Murdock. Brilliant, love that. Shield #3. They recruit Spidey. People have broken into Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum while he's off-world. They have to break in and fix everything that's happening. S.H.I.E.L.D. has to go in and fix it. They bring Spidey not for any of his Spidiness, but just because really his job is to be the spider sense and warn everybody. It's got art by Alan Davis. So it's Mark Waid and Alan Davis, and with inks by Mark Farmer. I was so happy. They were like tears in my eyes. It's beautiful. It's great. It's Coulson and Spider-Man in the greatest team-up ever. Sinestro, he's a bit out of his depth, but he's Sinestro. He's Sinestro versus Warworld, but he's a schemer, and he calls in some interesting backup. Really, really good. It's Cullen Bunn, so you know it's good. Cullen Bunn, Brad Walker, Andrew Hennessy, Jason Wright, and Dave Sharp are all our creative teams. Beautiful stuff. Spidey 2099, Peter David doing what Peter David does best. Taking two Peter David alternate future realities, mashing them together, making a great big mess. Spidey 2099 meets the Maestro Hulk for the second time, but the first time for the Maestro Hulk, second time for Miguel, because, time travel. So damn good. It's Peter David doing Peter David created things. And then the clouds part and a ray of sunlight shines and all is right in the universe. This book is hysterical. Dave, from IDW, humans built robots. Robots killed humans. Without humans, other alien life all started showing up trying to lay claim on Earth. Aliens killed all of them. Now, this guy who was once this hunter-killer robot guy, defense droid, has had to get a job. He works, as he puts it, he took a, what did he say? I took a, I'm an accountant for the water power plant. Not awesome, nor important. He calls it something. They use a lot of stand-ins for human sayings, but with more mechanical and computery sounds. So he's got like like a battery draining, like a battery sucking job instead of a soul sucking job kind of thing. It's really good. He misses his glory days. He's got like a wife. They ordered a kid, and it just arrived in the mail the other day, and he forgot they ordered. She's like, "I bet you forgot we even ordered it." And he's like, "Oh boy," and it's really good. It's just a humanless world, but the robots have taken on all the human mannerisms because they were designed by humans, and now they've got nothing else to do, so they just kind of live. They've become that which they sought to replace, and it's really funny. Speaking of really funny, Quantum and Woody Must Die, number 2. Is Quantum and Woody Must Die, number 2. That's really all you need to know, and it's great. From Action Lab, Princeless Pirate Princess, number 2. They're fighting over the dragon because Pirate Princess tries to steal Adrian's dragon and go do her own thing with it, and that doesn't fly well. Also, you can't swim in full plate mail. Just putting that out there.
Generally not.
GI Zombies, things go boom, like nuke boom. So GI Zombie, I'm gonna be sad when Star Spangled War Stories GI Zombie ends. Graham Palmiotti do the best little side stuff that people they're so underrated and underappreciated. Turok, number 12, Greg Pak, Paul Tillman. Story-wise, still lots of fun. Art-wise, not as good. It changes artists every couple of issues, but, Prince Valiant, number 1, I liked. Takes place in that same world. It's got a merciless conqueror attacked Earth, knocking our technology back 100 years. But Earth's defenders rebelled and prevailed. That doesn't matter much right now. Right now, though, that won't happen for a very, very long time. Because it's that same world, but way before any of that happened. So it's just letting you know that shit that's in here may affect that stuff down the line, but this is not a direct crossover because it predates it. Fight Like a Girl, number 4, wraps up the first chapter of Fight Like a Girl from Action Lab. It's good. I really like this. Some of the art, more the coloring, some of it gets kind of muddy and you lose a lot of the detail. And it has this look that almost gives you the impression that someone drew it on regular paper and then colored it with markers. So that seems a bit, it kind of takes away from the effect. Not like, it's not like, oh my god, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. But it just kind of takes away, there's an almost anime feel, and this kind of takes away from the smoothness. And you can see, especially the scenes that have grass. The grass is all kind of, just kind of, a bit of a mess. Still really, really good. Just the grass kept throwing me out. Hex number 7 came in a bit late, but I was happy because I loved Hex. Things get emotional, things get real. Somebody may be in a bad place. I love this book. And last but not least, John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 4. Gorgeous art, great story. Ron Mars is, his name is Mars. He was the right man for the book. I make that joke every damn time. And that's it.
Sadly, you will.
Avengers, disassemble.